In 1943, Auschwitz was a factory of death. Hope was a currency that ran out almost immediately. Mercy was a forgotten word. For pregnant women, survival was a fantasy. They were brought to the camp not just to die, but to have their future, their bloodline, extinguished. That year, a Polish midwife named Stanisława Leszczyńska arrived, not as a savior, but as a prisoner. Before the war, she was a respected professional in her hometown, having brought hundreds of babies into the world. In Auschwitz, her skills were twisted for a sinister purpose. The Nazis ordered her to assist with childbirth, but what she witnessed was a nightmare. Newborns were drowned, starved, or simply discarded like trash. Mothers were often murdered shortly after. The camp was a void where new life was forbidden. Stanisława was given a direct order: participate in the killing. She refused, calmly, quietly, and with unwavering resolve. She looked the guards and doctors in the eye and said, "I will not kill children." In Auschwitz, such defiance was a death sentence. But for some reason, perhaps because skilled midwives were so rare, the Nazis let her live. They allowed her to continue her work, a pawn in their brutal system. So every day, Stanisława walked into the hellscape of the barracks, overcrowded, filled with disease, filth, and utter despair. She had no medicine, no clean water, and no proper tools. Women gave birth on cold, hard wooden bunks, some so weak from hunger they couldn't even scream. Yet Stanisława was there. She would find a few drops of cold water to clean the infants. She would whisper words of encouragement into the ears of terrified, exhausted mothers. She secretly kept records of every single birth names, dates, and small details, a defiant act of remembrance. So that if the children survived, they would know who they were. Over the next 3 years, she delivered more than 3,000 babies. And in what can only be described as a miracle, not a single mother died during childbirth under her care. This was in a place specifically engineered to destroy life. It was an astonishing testament to her skill and dedication. Of course, the tragedy didn't end there. Many of the babies were taken away and murdered. Others succumbed to starvation and disease, but hundreds survived. They were hidden, protected, and eventually liberated. They survived because one woman, surrounded by unimaginable evil, refused to cooperate. She was threatened constantly. She was watched at every moment. But she never wavered. She never gave up on a single child. After the war, survivors from all over came forward, and their stories were the same. They spoke of a woman who never shouted, never panicked, and never lost hope. Stanisława Leszczyńska left Auschwitz alive, but the horrors she witnessed scarred her forever. She quietly returned to her work as a midwife, never seeking fame or recognition for her incredible bravery. It took decades for her story to come to light. When it did, historians pieced together the stunning truth. In one of the darkest chapters of human history, a single ordinary woman saved thousands of lives. She didn't use weapons or force. She used courage, compassion, and an unshakable belief in the sanctity of life. She once said, "I only did what conscience demanded." Because of her simple, profound act of defiance, thousands of people are alive today who were never supposed to be born. Grandchildren and great-grandchildren exist because one woman stood in the face of absolute evil and chose to create life. Her legacy isn't just in history books. It lives and breathes in every family she saved. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as moving as we did, please subscribe for more incredible tales of human resilience.